get 1 Peter, right? Because let me give y'all a parable, right? Let me give you a parable. So the so-called white man brought us to his house. He fed us unclean foods. He turned our women against us. He wrongly influenced our children. He indoctrinated us with false religions. Then he stole our identity and stripped us of our heritage. Now, right? Now we're waking up and we're coming out this house and we're starting to see the world for what it truly is. Right? And y'all don't like that. America don't like that. Okay? 2/3 of our people don't like that. That's why they scoff at the truth. That's why they speak against the Bible. That's why they cleave to the Christian church and cleave to Islam. And they're proud to be Muslims. Right? Because they don't like the fact that we're waking up to who we truly are. And we're seeing America for what it truly is. Captivity. This is, it's a lot. You can't see, bro. There we go. All right, it's a lot. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, and I'm going to start at First Peter chapter 4 verse, I'm going to start at verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us till we have wrought the will of the Gentiles. So in the past, when we was living like Gentiles, right, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, right, hanging out with dummies, running the streets, stealing cars, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, right? Packing these Christian churches, packing these mosques, loving everybody. In time past, it sufficed us, meaning we was content with how we lived. Right? But Peter is saying we was living like Gentiles, natural-born Gentiles, living like the other nations. Right? Who the Most High ain't dealing with. When we walked in lasciviousness. Lasciviousness meaning like to overtly be sexual, right? Or to make overt sexual gestures or advances to men or women, right? Lusting after things, coveting. You want something your brother got, so you steal it from him or you rob him. Or lusting after strange women. Excess of wine, getting drunk, right? Consuming too much wine or alcohol. Reveling, which is like party. Our people love to party, bro. You know that, bro. We love partying, right? But the Most High is against that. Banqueting. This is what our people also do. Banqueting is like when you have like a get together and like drink and commune amongst each other. That today we call that a kickback, right? Or you go to the hookah spot, invite a bunch of your homeboys and homegirls, and y'all smoking hookah and drinking alcohol and talking shit. Like that's banquet, or an example of banquet. And abominable idolatries, the worship of false gods, right? Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, Allah, right? Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same access of riot, speaking evil of you. So this is how it's going to be, bro. When you wake up to who you truly are, and you learn that you're not a black person, you learn that you're not a Mexican, you learn that you're not a Native American, right? You learn your true identity, you're going to lose a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends just from waking up to my true identity and trying to teach them things and changing my habits. Like, you're going to lose your friends. If certain family members ain't going to want to deal with you, your woman might leave you, right? Your kids might disrespect you, right? Your boss might tempt you and try to get you to work on the Sabbath. But they will speak evil of you just because you're not professing yourself to be a black man anymore. You're proudly claiming your heritage. Hebrew Israelite of your prospective tribe. That they speak evil of us, bro. They call us a cult. They call us a hate group. They say we're liars. Right? They say we incite riots. Bro, I've seen stories on the internet where they made up incidents where they say Hebrew Israelites are responsible for X amount of people being murdered in New Jersey and like just making up stats, bro. You got the Southern Law Poverty Center. They label us as a terrorist group, and we ain't killed nobody. But the KKK ain't labeled as a terrorist group. They're well respected in America. But because we woke up to our true nationality, we come out on the streets and speak loud. We correct our people. We wake people up. We condemn people. We speak according to the Bible. They call us terrorists. This is what Peter is talking about. This is what Peter is speaking of. I'm going to read it again. Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? Who's going to judge the quick and the dead? Yahushua. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The quick represent those that are alive, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Those that were born again through this word, the living waters. And the dead represent our people who are spiritually dead, who are subject to the law of sin. Right? They're prisoners of their body. Everything the body wants them to do, they do. Right? They are living like Gentiles, as he said, calling themselves black people. Right? Final verse. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead. So I'm not out here to teach people who already know that they're Hebrew Israelites and to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. I'm not. Now, will I build with that brother or sister? Absolutely. If they got questions, will I answer them? Absolutely. But I am literally here for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who do not know your true identity, who do not know your true heritage. We got 3 major holidays that's about to come up that the majority of our people are going to celebrate. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. None of them are in the Bible. None of them. The so-called white man made up these holidays. The whole concept of holidays they stole from the Bible. Because we got holy days. The Day of Atonement that just passed. The Passover. The Feast of Tabernacles. The Feast of Dedication. The Sabbath Day. Why we don't celebrate that? Because they don't teach you. The church don't teach you. Your parents can't teach you because they don't know. Nobody taught them. But you know how to celebrate Halloween. You know how to celebrate Thanksgiving. You know how to celebrate Christmas. That's why Peter said, for this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead. Not literally dead, spiritually dead, mentally dead, because you don't know who you are. When you know your past, you got a better idea of what's in the future. They tell you that all the time. It's a worldly proverb. So you won't have to repeat the same mistakes. See, but they want us to forget about this. This is what they want us to forget about. They want us to forget about what they did to our forefathers. Right? Slavery. Female babies to alligators. Right? Hanging out men. And look, you see people in this picture smiling, bro. They don't feel bad for hanging so-called Negroes on trees. Not even today. They damn sure ain't feel bad back then. Then I see a bunch of people smiling in the crowd. And they used to send these around to other white folks as postcards, man. How you think it's able to be accessed today? Okay? We had yokes of iron on our neck. Look at this brother back. It looked like a damn road mat. He been whipped so many times. Donald Trump don't like this picture. This was all on the news. This went viral. Donald Trump don't like this. He want to delete this image because he don't want you to remember what they did to you. Because it's all about love, love, love. That's not balance. God is about balance. Let's cut religion real quick, man. Let's cut religion. Let's go to Jeremiah, right?